for your favorite game, Who's That Douche Canoe?
Who's that douche canoe? What you gonna do when I take a poo? It lands in your shoe. I'm a douche in your shoe, 'cause that's just what I do, or I douche canoe. Hey, who is this guy? Donald Trump. Mark Galloway. Johnny Compton, man, it's Johnny Carson. Oh. Ronald Reagan. Yeah, it's Ronald Reagan, man. What the hell? Oh, Long Island, yeah, my hero. My boo, no. Oh. I'm Captain Anthony, man. He's the real deal. Man, Long Island Audit is so cool that when the cops don't want to get sued, they take him on a drive along, and then he uses that as the whole rest of his life as his badge of honor that he got to hang out with a cop once. And it wasn't when he was being taken to jail, you know what I'm saying? The one time he didn't get arrested. He was in a cop car by choice! By choice, I tell ya! He's a hero! Yay! So anyway, if you find poo in your shoe, that was probably me. I love it. Don't you, Hez? Ah, crap. Hello. Ah!
Oh, man. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We got Cliff Hickson was first. What's up, Cliff? Here's the Australian happy dance. Oh, man, I wish I could click a button to make myself upside down. That would have been hilarious. Here you go. All right, yes. Yo, my peeps, you hood? That comes from Paul Cohen, who's all-knowing. Hey, and he keeps showing us how to do the happy dance. Listen, Kingston 2006, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all yes. Oh, my goodness gracious me. We're in Memphis, Tennessee. We got the Lessonators in the hearse. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, sir. There you go. Oh, and look at this. Minnie has just woke up. Oh, he just woke up. He don't want to be on the show. All right, not yet anyway. He's still got morning breath. All right, P. Barnes the second. Am I first? Am I? No, I'm not. That's all right. We still love you. Always great time. Ah, what the heck? Mike, see, Cliff Hickson mentions this later. He's first because I actually opened my stream early. I didn't open my stream, but I mean, you know, I created it a long time ago. Usually I create it right before I go on. And it's because my computer was giving me, it was a nightmare this morning. I ended up rebooting everything and now it's working fine, but it was giving me a hard time. So I figured that it worked. I was right. I created the stream and had everything set up. And then I rebooted. And when I reopened Chrome, I clicked restore and it brought it right back to the state it was in when I, you know, so it redid everything that I had set up. So that was good. That was good. That actually worked out. And that's where we are right now. But I was wrestling with my computer. Oh, this thing's a piece of, it's so old and it's all, anyway, that's a whole nother story. P. Barnes, Cliff Hickson, David E. Person said, why don't frauditors play hide and seek? Because nobody'd look for them. I love it. All right, P. Barnes, David E. Persons. News Now enemies in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Let's see who else is here. David Persons, Cliff Hickson, Who's Now Enemy, P. Barnes. See, I don't know. My brain, when I was a kid, like you always heard that song because there was the Bonanza theme song, right? Bonanza. That was how I remembered it. But Tony Danza was popular when I was a kid. He was on Taxi. We used to watch Taxi all the time, and then he was on some other show that I saw, but I don't remember. But Tony Danza didn't quite rhyme in my head, so in my brain it became Ted Danza, which I guess had something to do with the guy from Cheers. But anyway, in my head, it became Ted Danza. Yes, he's an actor too, or something like that. I don't remember. I'm old. All right, News Now Enemy, Cliff Hickson, P. Barnes, Terry Barnes. Oh, Terry Barnes, P. Barnes. Good morning. God bless. God bless you too, sir. Absolutely, positively. Let's see. Highway Star. Yeah. Gutterman. Yes. To whoever it may concern, King is losing his manhood in two weeks. Please save King the cat. Oh, no. Hey, sometimes you got to take those cats and you got to get rid of those little, cat making things that they got there. So they'll stop making more cats. And then you get wild cats running down the street, and it's not good. Oh, great. Hez is late. I'm not late. I'm early bird catches the worm, man. Lessonator, Highway Star. Is that Douche Canoe Taco Terry? No. David E. Persons, P. Barnes. Chuck, what's up? Let's see. Highway Star, David E. Persons, P. Barnes, Cliff Hickson. Hey, Mr. Thomas is in the house. Good morning, Hez and the Rash family. What do dentists call their x-rays? Toothpicks. Good stuff. I love it. Let's see. Who's the boss? Ted Danson. Have you heard the Johnny Cash song Bonanza? Probably. I may have. I've listened to plenty of Johnny Cash over the years. I may have. I don't specifically remember, but hey. Losing his manhood, that's a catastrophe. Very punny. So anyway, I got to show you guys. I was so excited. I got a new coffee cup yesterday. It's one of those. It's like a travel mug, so I could bring it to work with me. I could sip my coffee. Nice. And it keeps it hot. Oh, I love this thing. So far, so good. Well, today will be, because I just got it last night. So today will be the first day that I get to test it. Take it to work with me and see how long it keeps my coffee hot. But because at home I just drink it. But at work I won't really have time to drink it, so I'll just see what I can do with what I can do, and then it'll be done. Cash Graphics is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? All right. Love it. So anyway, let's see. Don't look over your left shoulder. Oh, this thing. Yeah, man. I've been a glober. Oh no, I got brainwashed into thinking the earth is round. And Australia is real. Hey man, it happens, but I got the bears and I got the globe, and I got the flag. What else do you need? I don't know. I'm thinking now, because for those of you who've been following along, you already know this, but for new people, I actually have a proper computer desk now. Well, part of the deal is when I set up the computer on this desk, the computer location is completely different. And since the camera is built into the computer, the camera location is completely different. So now I have a huge section of blank wall here that I got to try and figure out what I'm going to do. Either move the camera or change the decorations, because that would have been, have more background stuff. What I wanted to do, but I don't have any of the stuff anyway. That's all in Florida. But what I wanted to do is once I go back and pick up all my stuff, to have my background be like a shelf, and on the shelf I would have displayed all of my stuff. Like if you remember when I was in Florida, I had a ton of stuff, a lot of gifts from you guys, the most generous, greatest, best fans in the world, giving me a lot of gifts. All right, round of applause for y'all. As well as all my props and things I used on the show over the years, and the paintings and everything, that I always had. All good stuff. No, not not on the air anyway. Everyone knows that the Earth is banana shaped, not round or square. Flat. Yes. And it's on the back of a singing turtle that frog that from the Warner Brothers cartoons. Hello, my honey. Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my ragtime gal. Yes. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, right off the bat, I wanted to start the day today with some good old-fashioned, well, he's not here yet. You know what? Most of the videos I want to show today are from people that are regulars here, but none of them are here right now. So let's start with court in session and see how that goes. This is called Soft Sit Narrative Destroyed at Traffic Stop as Troopers Tow His Vehicle for Non-Compliance. That's a long title. The Monkees had a song called Long Title. Do I have to do this all over again? Do I have to do this all over again? Didn't I do it right the first time? Do I have to do this all over again? How many times do I have to take this ride? Didn't I?
Welcome back to Court in Session. Here we comment on old classics, brand new content, and everything in between. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and say hi. It does help us tremendously in this channel. Should you feel like buying me a coffee, there's a link down below. Right now it's time to sit back, relax, let's watch some crazy videos. In this video we have a Soft-Sit get a reality check as he loses his vehicle to a no-nonsense cop. It's a very cool video. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Conversation as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not in commerce.
Hate to break it to you, Sunshine, but nobody cares whether you're in commerce or not. You need a license.
Yeah. I kind of got that from your plates or what?
Yes.
But
I also turned in the right paperwork, and that I'm not involved in any commerce. Nothing that's in here.
Does seem like we might have another brain dead one here. Just my opinion.
So here's how it's going to go. Okay, I've already taken these cases multiple times up to the Marion County Circuit Court, and none of them have ever won. None of these cases like this.
And in the Supreme Court ruling?
Listen to me. What you're about to say, all these things, none of them have ever gone through and made it anywhere in the court systems. Okay.
Come on, officer. You've been around the block. You know this is going to be a total waste of your breath, right?
Everything that you've been told or whatever is fabricated and is not true. And I'm just going to let you know I've fought this time and time again through the courts. Multiple people, for some reason, this belief right now is popular, and I don't know why, but it is not true. So anyways, I need your driver's license and the insurance and proof of ownership and registration.
Have I committed a crime?
No violation, sir.
Okay, so the codes, mandates, procedures, policies, statutes, they're not law.
Yeah.
So as long as what is your reasonable articulable suspicion that I committed a crime?
Motor vehicle on a roadway
Operate. Okay, so operating is actually, if I'm actually getting paid to do so, I am not actually in commerce.
That's not true.
Yes, it
That's
is.
that is not the definition.
Chicago Coach Corporation versus the city of Chicago.
License and proof of insurance. Okay.
Okay, so my insurance is actually private, and so is my so is my information.
I just need proof of that then.
Okay, so that is actually is private information. In addition to that,
It's not private information, man. Hey, listen to me. Okay, you are required by law to give me these things.
okay,
Like I said, this is like talking to a brick wall. You cannot get through to these people. They fail to put logic in working. They just they seems like they're unable to do that. That's quite amazing to watch.
I'm really sorry, sir, but you're not going to be sitting there and intimidating me on this.
I'm not intimidated.
Okay, so your tone is actually coming across very intimidating, and I'm actually freezing right now. So, with that being said and done, the thing is that I'm actually pointing out the fact that this is actually an unlawful pullover. This is actually also a Terry stop.
It's not a Terry stop of any sort. So this is just a normal traffic stop. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and debate for hours. A lot of the times people like to debate these things. It's not. I've even taken it up through the court system, like I said multiple times, the Marion County court system. I've won those cases. What you're saying is not true, and
Okay,
what
so
you've been told is not factual.
Okay, so if I don't,
If you do not provide this information to me, I will place you under arrest and take you to the Marion County Jail, where we will attempt to ID you.
okay, so you're telling me to actually, so I have to give you my ID under threat of duress. Under threat of,
I'm just telling you
under threat of
Do you have any medical issues or
under
anything?
why I'm freezing.
Got to be fair, it does look a little bit cold out there. Eh? Shame, man. Should put the heater on. That might help.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was wondering.
I'm
You're shaking
cold.
really bad.
I'm cold.
Okay. I'm just making sure you didn't have a medical issue or something.
Well, I'm also diabetic, but other than that, it's beside the here or there.
Are you having any medical issues?
No,
Diabetic?
no, no.
Okay, so I need some proof of.
But you're asking, so am I required to actually ID myself under?
Run the VIN number.
So am I required to give you my ID? Is
Is this the first time you've ever ran into this situation? Is it covered? With the VIN number?
It does. It is a private. It is a private plate.
All right.
It is a private. This is my private property.
Okay. It is not your private property.
This is my private property.
This car is your private property.
Yes.
But when you operate it on public roadways, okay, it makes it so that you have to follow Oregon law.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Foxtrot.
Okay. Don't be reaching around anywhere, please.
I was putting my
Okay, so I
camera.
just need your ID. You need to identify yourself. Thank you. This is not an Oregon ID or.
That is actually my ID. I'm actually traveling. That is my
Oh, this
right
is a
to travel.
passport card.
Yes.
Oh, this is actually a passport card. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your name?
Antonio.
And your
So-
last name is it hyphenated 2 times?
Yes, sir.
Sierra 592 wants by name, date of birth. First of Antonio, and his last name is. Yeah, it's a passport card. Yeah, I've never seen it.
Since you haven't carded me, what is your name and badge number, sir?
It's Officer Galusha with the Salem Police Department,
Okay.
and my badge number is Sierra 592.
Okay. And what's your badge number and your name, sir? What is his name and badge number?
To him, register to him.
Yeah, it's very important to get the names and badge numbers of the officers involved in the stop, because after this, he's going to sue them, and he's going to win millions and millions of dollars, and he's going to buy himself a lovely house and a new truck and not register the truck, and they'll live happily ever after. That's what they all do. These people are all stinking rich. That's not going to happen ever. My opinion.
What is his name and badge number, sir?
His badge number is 411.
411 and his name, sir.
Officer Galusha.
Thank you. And I need both of you guys' cards, please.
Well, you're going to get my number because you're going to get some citations.
And I will be fighting this in court.
Okay, so you're telling me you don't have insurance?
At this point in time, I have the right to remain silent, and I invoke my Fifth
Well, I didn't read
Amendment.
your eyes because you're not committing a crime, really. I mean, kind of, but. So here's the deal. If I see this operating on a public roadway again, I'm going to tow it. All right? You understand?
Okay.
Right now, you're just going to receive some citations. They do have no trespassing signs, and this vehicle is not able to move. So yeah, yes.
Soliciting a no trespassing is actually illegal, officer. I'm freezing.
Do you have a way that somebody could come and get this vehicle or have it towed without moving it on the roads?
So the officer is actually trying to give you a break here, in case you don't know, in case you don't get it. Let's see if this guy's going to take him up on that.
I can make a few phone calls.
Huh?
I can make a few phone calls.
You could make phone calls?
But you're actually violating my. First of all, you guys are violating my Fourth Amendment.
Let me go check some stuff on the computer and make sure this is who he is and look at the vehicle.
So they've taken my passport under threat of arrest, and additional to that, they're checking my information, violating my Fourth Amendment right to privacy, and violating my right to travel. You guys have 2 minutes to actually make this to issue the citation.
Do you have any weapons in the car?
I have the right to remain silent. I invoked my Fifth.
Ooh, it is chilly.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, Chicago Coach Corporation versus the City of Chicago higher Supreme ruling saying the fact that travel is not a privilege that requires license, registration, or forced insurance. Also, additional to that, People versus Battle, another Supreme Court ruling stating the fact that traffic infractions is not a crime unless I'm actually considered, unless I have a reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed or about to commit a crime of stealing or damaging somebody else's property, or causing physical harm to somebody. That is the law of the land.
No, that's not the law of the land. And even if it say it is the law of the land, then this is the best kept secret in the whole of the world. Because who would want to pay all these exorbitant taxes and insurance and everything else if I can do this without having to pay those monies? Why would I? It doesn't make sense. You know, if I drive around with no insurance, no license, sounds like a great deal to me. We should all do that then. And we don't. There's a reason for it. We can't.
Did you even know, and actually a part of you guys' policy using lights and sirens is actually a felony offense unless it's actually deemed an emergency? Did you know that? Did you guys read that in you guys' policies? Did you guys skip that?
I was on the other phone. You're right.
Other than that, how's your day going so far, officer? Good. How long have you been on force?
Quite a while.
Quite a while. 10, 20 years. I've already turned in all my paperwork over to the Secretary of State in D.C., the Attorney General's office, even here in the state of Oregon. I'm not in your jurisdiction, so this is actually an unlawful and illegal stop. And do me a favor: do not ever call me a sovereign citizen. A sovereign is a king for himself. A citizen is a person that actually works for another person or a slave. That's a contradiction itself. putting it, it's actually considered as defamation of character. Putting it on paper is liable. You swore an oath to uphold and protect the United States Constitution against all enemies, foreign or domestic. Is that correct, sir? I mean, unfortunately, it's not you guys' fault that you guys are taught maritime admiralty law. The thing is that that is actually a foreign jurisdiction ran by the Crown. You guys literally gave yourself up to another jurisdiction for a paycheck.
Now, I could be totally wrong here, but it does seem to me like the soft totality virus is running deep with this one. It's just it just sounds like that. I could be totally wrong, you know?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not you guys.
The Oregon law. And Oregon law says
Oregon law is actually that is still run by a foreign jurisdiction, maritime law, ran by the Crown. I'm standing on the land and soil.
What was your name again?
My name's Tony.
Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, officer. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number, sir? Not gonna tell me your name and badge number is per your policy. What's his name and badge number?
This is Sergeant Demmer.
Sergeant Demmer?
He'll be assisting here.
Okay.
So we just want this to go smoothly because we're just trying to enforce Oregon law, okay? Let this officer explain this.
All right, so at this time, okay, I am going to tow your vehicle. I'm going to give you the opportunity to step out and get whatever items that you would like out of it before the tow company arrives. And I need you to tell me if there's anything of value that you're going to leave inside the vehicle that I can note on my tow.
I live in my car, sir.
Well, it seems like you're gonna have to find another house for the next few days at least, because this house of yours is gonna go bye-bye in a little bit, yeah. So yeah, you gotta find yourself another place to stay in, man.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but like I said...
No, you're not, because the thing is that you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers here.
Yep.
And the thing is that I'm not doing anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. You have no reasonable articulable suspicion that I have committed a crime. A crime, yeah, and you're actually you're violating my you're violating my Fourth Amendment right to privacy. You're violating my rights, my right to travel, and
let me just talk for a second, okay, before this goes sideways in any form, fashion, okay? I'm telling you what's going to happen. You have the right to just repeat what you just said over and over again, but this is what's going to happen. You're going to step out of the vehicle. This vehicle is going to be towed, okay? And if you don't do that, then we'll have to put hands on you. And
why is my vehicle going to be towed?
Because you don't have insurance. You're suspended.
Hold on a second. Let me show you something.
Listen to me.
Let me show you something real quick.
What?
Watch me closely. Okay, I'm going to grab a folder real quick.
You're going to show me some constitutional paperwork?
I'm going to grab my folder.
Software has folders full of delusional stuff. Sane people have driver's licenses. that's a bit of a difference.
This is one of my folders right here.
Sir, I've already told you, okay? The thing is I've even gone to circuit court on these type of papers and charges, and none of it even holds up in circuit court, okay? I've gone through it multiple times, and people none of this holds up, and I'm sorry you've been misinformed by somebody and that you fell for this, but that it's just not true. You also are suspended in the state of Oregon and do not have a driver's license and cannot drive. The company, can you please stop digging around back there? Okay, unless you get out and I'm able to kind of look for weapons or whatever real quick.
There's no weapons in here.
Okay.
This goes with that right here. Here's all the Supreme Court rulings right here.
Okay. I'm happy that you have this information. And if you would like to take this to court at a different time, you can. I'm not telling you that you can't. You'll have your opportunity in court. Okay, and
I'm not driving, I am traveling,
sir. You can talk to a judge about this. But this is what's going to happen. Remember I just said you can talk around in circles or whatever, but at this time, this is what's going to happen. Okay?
What's your first name?
Antonio.
Antonio, I'm the
sir, right here.
Antonio.
No registration is required by law. Here's all your UCC codes right here.
I'm the supervisor here, and this officer has been more than polite with you. Okay, yes, you're being audio and video recorded if somebody hasn't told you that yet, but you need to exit the car.
All right, let's see if this guy can move this thing along. The other guys have been talking and talking and talking, and not much happening. Sounds like this guy might have a bit of authority. Let's see what happens.
The car is subject to tow, and you are subject to citation. You need to exit the car so we don't have to make this a bigger deal than what it needs to, okay? We can't sit here and go around and around. You're more than welcome to bring that stuff at your day in court, but right now it means nothing to us because we are complying with, or we're enforcing the laws of the state of Oregon, okay? And you're in the state of Oregon. So you can show me that all you want, but that doesn't matter, okay? I'm being more than polite with you right now.
Give me a moment.
Antonio, you've had lots of moments, okay? Unbuckle your seatbelt, Antonio, and get out of the car, please. Antonio.
Here's my fee schedule, sir. If you actually are thinking
You're more than welcome to bring that with you in court. You're going to have all the opportunity to bring all that stuff with you.
Okay.
You need to unbuckle your seatbelt.
Can you issue my
and exit the
citation,
car.
please?
No, you need to get out of the car, Antonio. The car is subject to tow. Go ahead and get out of the car, Antonio.
Give me a moment to put this back.
Antonio, you need to get out of the car.
Come on, guys, just help him out of the car. I think he's shy. I think that's a problem. I think he's shy. Just help him out of the car. Give a man a hand. He needs it. Seems like.
Thank you. This officer will issue all your citations as soon as you exit the car. And you're going to have every opportunity to grab whatever belongings you need out of the car. Okay, go ahead and hop on out. Thank you very much.
How many weapons on you, Antonio?
I have the right to remain silent.
Go ahead and hop on out. Thank you.
I'm being removed out of my under threat of arrest.
Down
We
real
just
quick
can't
for
beat
weapons.
you,
Okay?
I do not
That's
consent
fine,
to
but for
any
my
search and
safety?
seals.
But
for my safety, I am.
This is Terry versus Ohio.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice work, Antonio. Thank you.
Why don't you come on over here on my bumper here. We'll just have a seat.
I want to make some comments real quick. So, one of the things that I always find to be quite amusing when dealing with all of these guys is like you get pulled over, you get in a situation, all the arguments you making are for court. There's no purpose in arguing with the cop on the side of the road the way you are. And you make those arguments in court. They always quote this amendment, that amendment, this case law, that case law. Well, I'm a constitutionalist, blah, blah, blah. But the amendments to the Constitution are not the Constitution. They amend the Constitution. So the Constitution is a thing. Then the amendments are a thing that amends that thing. But that thing is still the thing that it is. That thing describes the judicial system. But they ignore all that. They look at the 2 or 3 amendments that don't apply them to themselves when they don't apply, and ignore the whole rest of the Constitution, which explains the judicial system and how it works. But they don't want to even go to court. They want the cop to be judge, jury, and executioner and make all decisions right there on the side of the road. That's why, that's one of the things that blows my mind about these guys the most. Because they don't even understand that if their argument was true, that would actually give the cops more power. We don't want that. We don't want the cop to be able to determine guilt or innocence right there on the side of the road. We don't want the cop to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Like, that's not good. That's not what we want. We don't want the cops to be able to make those decisions. But these guys, they don't want to go to court. And the cops even tell them, look, all that paperwork you're giving me, give it to the judge when you go to court. Oh, you shouldn't be pulling me over in the first place. That's not up to you, and it doesn't matter. At this point, you're already pulled over. If they shouldn't have pulled you over in the first place, then make that argument in court. I don't know how many times I watch these soft sit cases, because I watch the courtroom stuff all the time, and so many of them, the frauditors and the soft sits, all of them, so many of them end up getting dismissed over simple little BS stuff that these idiots could have just kept their mouths shut and would have had the same result. It's like just yesterday I was watching a case. It wasn't on the show. I was just watching it on my own. But hey, Katie says here. What's up, Katie? It was LaDonna's here. What's up? It was a situation where the cop didn't show up to court. That's what it was. So the judge dismissed all the charges. And then the defendant was like, he shouldn't have pulled me over in the first place. This is a violation of my rights. I want a jury trial, dagnabbit. The judge is like, we're dismissing the charges because the officer isn't here to testify. And it was a bench trial. Like, now you're, what are you talking about? You won. The case is dismissed. Well, I object to that. Like, but the point is, we see these things get dismissed over stupid stuff like the cop not showing up, silly little things like that, because the traffic court is like the least of their worries. And honestly, I think that's a big part of how these guys like spread this and pull it off, is because minor traffic violations are the least of the court's worries. You got murderers out there, bank robbers, real, as these guys would call them, criminals. And overcrowded prisons, they're not worried about some idiot getting a traffic ticket. And I think these guys know that. Or at least the people behind it. Because that's how they're able to sell this idea. Like, because they know that so many traffic cases are going to get dismissed just because they're stupid low-level traffic cases, not because of this idiot's arguments. But they could point to those dismissals as, see, these arguments work. See, his case was dismissed. His case wasn't dismissed because there's a lack of jurisdiction and he's not a maritime all-caps entity. His case was dismissed because the cop didn't show up to testify against him. So there were no witnesses. But they're not going to say that. They're going to say, see, my case was dismissed because I won, because I told them that you have no jurisdiction and that I'm an all caps, all name, and they let me go. Ha, ha, ha. Get out of here. You're just a bonehead soft sit. And these guys it always blows my mind that every time, especially when they say, this happens to me every time, which means you keep getting pulled over, you idiot. You would think after 1, 2, 3 times that they'd start to realize, hey, wait a minute. Maybe the guy who sold me this fake license plate, maybe the guy who sold me this fake passport, maybe the guy who sold me this fake paperwork to cash in on my magic account that doesn't exist, maybe the people who sold me this paperwork to change my name to not an all caps entity, maybe those guys ripped me off. Maybe those guys were doing what they did as a scam to make money. But no, they never get mad at the idiot that ripped them off. They get mad at the cop for letting them know that they got ripped off by an idiot. How dare you tell me that the idiot who ripped me off was ripping me off? He wasn't ripping me off. He was a nice guy. You're the mean one, meanie McMeanie officer. Ugh.
Your accept seat right here. We'll get you your paper.
I will prefer to stand, sir.
Yeah, you can stand.
Yeah, sure. And, please not be actually, texting or telling me where to do it. You do not tell me what to do, please. I'm already doing this under the threat of duress.
I hear you.
See that now they're actually towing my car?
Come on, man. You need to be consistent in what you're saying. Is this your car? Is it your house? Is it your personal property? Your personal conveyance? Your temple? I've heard somebody say it's a temple. You need to be. You can't say it's your car, right? Because you drive a car. So and you just said it's a car. So that might be a bit of a problem there. But hey, what do we know?
All these officers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 officers. Name and badge number, sir.
Name's right here.
Is that what you tell the judge, sir?
You're not a judge, sir.
No, sir. It is per your policy. What is your name and badge number?
Right there, sir. Salvador Bivens.
Okay. Name and badge number, sir.
You want to get anything out of the car?
Do you want to get some of that property out?
Or do you want me to mark anything of value in there?
The whole thing is value.
Okay, high value. Like you have like
Everything that's in there is all in high value,
everything that's in there.
including the car.
Okay. Are you gonna get some stuff out?
I'll grab my jacket. So right now they're stealing my vehicle and property. I do not consent to any searches or seizures.
I'm not gonna drag it. So you just want it to be. You just want it to be dragged out of here, or what?
So just so you know, the tow company does charge an extra fee. They don't have the key to the car, so it's for the tow company, not for us. Do you want to leave that with them, or do you want to have the tow company go with that?
Okay, I'll just let them know you don't want to. So no weapons in the jacket.
Don't touch me.
No, nothing in there. Okay, thanks. What's hey? You gotta let us know what's up. Okay. Are you okay? You're gonna hand over the keys?
I'll hand it to him personally.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, here you go, Antonio. Here's your passport ID back. Okay. So you are being cited for driving uninsured, violation driving while suspended or revoked, and failure to display plates. Okay, these are violations in Oregon and the city of Salem. You can go and contest them. Your court date, if you want to go to court and contest it, is 3/18/2024 at 8 o'clock in the morning at Salem Municipal Court, located at 555 Liberty Street. Okay, the address is on the CAD, and you can also pay it. Just follow the directions on the citation. Here's the first one. This is your tow slip, okay? To get your vehicle back, you're going to have to show proof of ownership and proof of insurance and a licensed driver.
Proof of ownership.
Go to the Salem Police. This is important stuff. Don't start arguing with me about things, okay? And go to the Salem Police Department. Show that proof to the Salem Police Department. They have an administrative fee. Once you show those things and you pay that fee, they'll give you a slip. You take that slip down to TC Towing here, and then you pay their fees, and they'll release the vehicle to you. Okay? Do you have any questions about anything?
I would recommend selling it.
I wasn't even there, and I know what he said. So I don't know whether there should be any questions, but who knows?
All right, you gotta step back so we can have some room here. You're free to leave at this time.
I need every single one of you guys' cards, please.
Sir, you have my card and the case number. It's on the.
I understand that, but I need every single one of your cards. You guys were all involved with this, so please.
You have her name. Okay.
Cards, please.
It's just too much. Excuse me. You can leave or stay. It's fine. Okay, but you have a report number. You can also get the report number, and everybody's information will be logged on the tab. It's a computer. It's on it. Okay.
Yeah, this is tyrannical right here. Seriously. You were at least going to give me your card, sir. I appreciate your professionalism.
Yeah, Officer Galusha, it's your 411. That's my badge.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And there they go, taking my car. Removed out of my car the threat of arrest. So if anybody actually knows what else I could do,
So you seriously want suggestions on what you should do? I got a suggestion. Follow the law. How cool is that? Simple. They don't get this nonsense. Just follow the law.
somebody contact Anna about this. See what else you can actually do about this. I appreciate it.
Well, I'll tell you, the video is pretty much over there. Round of applause for Court is in session. One of the things that I wanted to talk about a little bit with this is a perfect example, once again, as they usually are. Like at the end there, when he's like, what am I supposed to do now? What do I do? And Court's in session is like, well, you gotta just follow the law. Like the whole way, and I think I've told this story before over the years, but the whole way I even found out that any of this stuff exists. The sovereign citizen thing, the Frauditor thing, all of it. The way it started for me was because my license plates were about to, this was years ago, my license plates were about to expire. And it was like $80 to renew them or something. Like 88. I know it's 85 now. So this was a few years ago, but maybe it was $80 at the time. But I mean, it was, to me at the time, literally living paycheck to paycheck, which I still do. $80 was insane. Like, how am I going to come up with $80? So I started to panic. I'm like, how? I can't come up with $80. There's no way. I got a wife, 4 kids. I got to pay my bills. I got to take care of stuff. I don't have $80 laying around. So I started looking into, like, Googling, like, what I could do. And that's how I started finding out, hey, you don't have to pay that. I don't. I never heard anything about that. And that's what started to lead me down the soft-sit rabbit hole. But it didn't take me long to find out that these guys were full of crap. And that it was all BS. Because the more I researched it to see if there was any truth behind it, the more I realized that there isn't. So I ended up, in the long run, what I ended up doing was a completely insane thing that no frauditor or soft-sit would ever even imagine trying to do. I made a couple phone calls. Talked to some people. Set up a payment plan. Problem solved. It wasn't that hard. I just had to do the legwork, make a few phone calls. I didn't even have to leave the house. No literal legwork at all. Just finger work, just dialing. Doot, 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 doot. That's it. Explain the situation. You know, oh, look, I want to do it. I want to get the thing. I'm going to, get this taken care of. However, I don't have the money right now. Okay, well, let's work out a payment plan and set this thing. And everything was fine. And here I am. Never had my car towed. Never been arrested. Never had to deal with any of that crap. You guys don't have to do this. You don't have to get tickets. You don't have to get your car towed. And how much money are they spending to get their car out of the tow yard, to replace their windshields with their windows are broken, to buy all this crap from their soft sit gurus, all this fake paperwork, all these fake license plates, all these fake passports? How much does all that crap cost them? All that added together, you could have bought your license plate and your driver's license and your insurance and have enough money left over to maybe go out to dinner or something. Like, these guys are ridiculously dumb. It's like, it's almost like they hate the government so much. They are so thoroughly convinced that they hate the government and the cops that they would rather give their money. They'd rather flush it down the toilet by giving it to a soft sit guru that's ripping them off, intentionally conning them out of their money, than to pay the state what they owe. These guys are dumb. It's like the Yellow Pages. Let your fingers do the walking. That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, I notice NCR's here, so why don't we go ahead and watch an NCR video? All right. No, clap. Thanks. Stop. It's a live show. Buttons get pressed. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Boom.
Hi, folks. Today, I have a special video for the channel, a video from Cult News, where we get to see his true colors when he's not doing his quote-unquote journalism and exposing his lies to his followers to gain subscribers. This video is so damning to his reputation and his behavior that he's unlisted the video. I have a source that got me this video, and I'll explain more during. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and my podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. New episodes will be coming out soon. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Wait for our Uber to show up.
Has it been ordered? Can we see it's been ordered?
I'm sorry?
Has it been ordered? Can we see it's been ordered?
Giovanni, can you see if it's been ordered?
Yeah.
You want to see if my lift has been ordered? No, you can't see that, Giovanni.
All right, so we need you to leave the property. We're now not against you.
So to be clear, we're VIP customers who have paid $250 per ticket at the Brown Palace, and you're refusing to let us speak to a manager. There's no manager. So you're the highest ranking person here?
We're security. We're third party.
Security. So who's in charge tonight at the Brown Palace?
Now, I want to provide some context here and some information. One of these two security guards is my source. They posted the information of what happened and led up to this altercation. Plus, I spoke to them personally from the r/Frauditors subreddit created by Frauditor Troll. Apparently, Mike and Stacy came here for New Year's Eve and got highly inebriated. Not only that, to the point where Stacy was vomiting, the food and beverage manager, Sean, began to offer them help, where Mike began to insult him, become combative, to the point where security had to get involved. Seeing that they were highly inebriated, he tried to offer them a room, which Mike declined by challenging him and insulting him and getting verbally and physically aggressive.
I'd like to speak to the manager. Then call the police. Have me arrested. Have your VIP customers arrested. Knock yourself out. I'd like to speak to the manager, Giovanni. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Jesse.
I'm sorry?
Jesse.
Jesse and Giovanni, I'd like to speak to the manager. Or call the police and have me arrested.
That's fine. Did you get your Uber or your Lyft?
Yeah, it's on the way.
Do you have like proof of that?
Do you have what?
Do you have proof of that?
Do you have proof of that?
Yeah.
Do you have proof I don't?
But I always say the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking.
There you go.
So
I'm waiting for. Would you prefer we stand out in the cold rather than? All right. Well, does that door right there work? Does it? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
So that door right there. If we were to go out there, it'd go to work. So, are you saying that we have to go outside rather than standing here and wait for our ride? Really? Go fuck yourself, Giovanni. Call the police. Call the police. No, I want to talk to the manager. Fuck you. Seriously, this is unbelievable. What is going on here? Are we in bizarro world? Who's the manager here?
No, we're completely sold out.
Yeah. People in university saying that's not true.
no.
Please say it.
You need to leave right now.
I guess.
Or we will be removing you.
Yeah? How are you going to remove me? You going to put your hands on me? Giovanni? I'd love to see.
If you insist.
Knock yourself out, Chief. I've been coming to this hotel before you were born. I want to speak with the manager. I want to speak with the manager. I'm sorry?
Does that give you the right to treat people how you're treating them?
Treat people? How am I treating anybody? You're the one that... I'm a VIP customer who has done nothing wrong other than my wife having a couple drinks too many and throwing up in a garbage can. What the hell is your problem? So my wife was served too much.
You're no longer a guest here. We're asking you to leave this private property.
Tough shit. I want to talk to the manager. So,
Well, Mike, if you don't leave, you could be charged with 18-4-504- Section 1 of the Colorado Revised Statute for trespassing. A person commits a crime of third-degree trespass if such person unlawfully enters or remains in or upon the premises of another. Seeing as the hotel staff has now asked you to leave and you're refusing to do so, you are subject, if arrested, to trespass in the third degree.
put your hands on me and remove me from the property, Giovanni. I want to talk to the manager. This is outrageous. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm a VIP customer. Been here all night, having a great time. These guys are insisting that I get thrown out of the hotel because my wife had 2 drinks too many and threw up in a garbage can. This is ridiculous. Make it uncomfortable. You guys just throw me out in the cold. We're waiting for an Uber driver. We're waiting for our lift to show up. And these guys are insisting I stand outside on the cold sidewalk waiting for the lift driver to show up. I threatened Sean. I told Sean to back the fuck off from me.
Dude, this is a lost cause.
It's crazy.
Dude, this is a lost cause.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I've been coming here for 40 years. I've been treated like some kind of scumbag.
Because you're a scumbag.
Boom. Roasted.
Fuck off, dude. Seriously.
No, I'm saying don't act like
I'm not acting like a scumbag. I'm not. That's just it.
Hey, it's all good. All good. Relax.
Relax. I'm pretty relaxed.
Okay.
Did I ask your opinion on this situation? Is there a manager here, ma'am?
Sir, that would be...
Is that worth it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the man.
What?
I'm sorry. Ma'am, we're just waiting for our lift to show up. That's it. These guys are trying to throw us out on the cold sidewalk and forcing us to wait outside.
You're wearing a gold
Dude,
fucking jacket.
back the fuck off.
Gold jacket.
What? Don't touch me.
Hey, back up.
Don't touch me. He touched me. He touched me and I pushed him away. Back the fuck off, dude.
Yeah, you need to leave now. You're getting confrontational. You're getting physical. Yo.
He touched me first. Whoa, whoa. Get your hand. Hey. He touched me first. He touched me first. Excuse me. Get your fucking hands off of me. Get your hands.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because we didn't actually see that guy touch Mike. Now, he did call him a scumbag, and that's his right to do so. Maybe a little bit more because he is intoxicated and he's got his inhibitions lowered. But Mike grabbed him. We can clearly see in this video that Mike grabbed him by the forearm and would not let go when security was trying to defuse the situation. But there's something else we're calling shenanigans on here. In this entire video, we've been hearing Mike refer to Stacy as his wife. Why is that? Because he's lying to everybody in his videos. He's been telling people that him and Stacy will finally get married once they reach 100,000 subscribers. But which is it, Mike? Is she your fiance or is she your wife? And if she's your wife, why must you lie to your subscribers? Why must you lie to your followers to make them believe something that's not true?
Hands off of me. Go. Get your hands off of me. My wife is clearly on the other side of the hotel. Get your fucking hands off of me. Get your hands off of me. I'm going out where my wife is on the other side of the hotel. Push him out. Get your fucking hands. No, drop my phone. Grab his phone. Where's my phone? Relax. Get your fucking hands. I'm on the other side of the hotel. Get your hands. I'm going that way. My wife is that way. Get your hands. You can walk around. Fucking psychopath. Get your fucking hands off of me. Yeah, pay for it. You guys have the whole thing on video. Fucking morons. See you idiots in court. Whew. There you go. Let's go. Tell my wife.
What we just saw is mild to compare what actually happened before he started recording. According to the source from the video, that Stacy was throwing up and Mike was approached by the food and beverage manager to offer them assistance. He had notified them that they have called EMS to come check on Stacy to make sure she is okay, and even offered them a hotel room. Mike began to insult him, telling him to quote unquote fuck off, and made hostile threats and gestures towards him to the point where security had to be called to intervene. Calling an ambulance for somebody who is clearly sick or in distress is the job of the hotel staff to provide proper care and safety for their guests. But if this is how Mike acts while he's off the clock and while he's inebriated, it shows his true colors for us all to see.
Look at my wife there, Chief. Is my wife still in there? You've been holding hostage at this point? What are you doing? I'm sorry, what? Waiting for an ambulance. Is that right? And I can't come in there and comfort her? Is that right? I'm sorry, what? So my wife is in there waiting for an ambulance and I can't come into the Brown Palace.
Physically assault the guest.
What the fuck? Who was I trying to physically? The one that assaulted me first? I got it on video, sport. He touched me first. I got news for you. I have it on video. You look like a fucking idiot.
So you paperwork. That's cap.
Holy cat, that means lie. You're telling me my wife is in there waiting for an ambulance and I can't come in there and see her. Bless your fucking heart. Unbelievable. Are the police on their way? I'd love to see the police here soon. Are they on their way? So my wife is in there waiting for an ambulance and I can't come into the Brown Palace and see my wife and tend to her. The guest that assaulted me first. You'll see it on video, dumb shit. I'll tell you right now. 100,000 people are going to see this video and you're going to look like a dipshit because.
Are you sure about that? Because why did you unlist the video? At the time of this recording, only 153 views are on this video. You have turned off comments, but you left a big statement threatening a lawsuit and even confirming in the statement in your description box that you said that she is your wife, not your fiance, and we're claiming damages for something that's going to happen very soon.
The guest definitely assaulted me first. He touched me and I pushed him. He got in my face, literally made contact with me, and I shoved him away. And it's all on video, sport. I'm sorry, what? Incoherent? I seem pretty fucking coherent. Really? So a guest in here assaulted me, I pushed him, and you think I'm the one that assaulted him. I have it on video. You're going to find out otherwise. 100,000 people will see this video, and they will see otherwise.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Well, then you might want to check your video, sport. In the meantime, my wife is in there waiting for an ambulance, and I can't come in there and deal with her.
You're acting so belligerent, you can't even go check about your wife.
I'm sorry, what?
You're acting so belligerent, you can't go check about your wife.
I'm acting so belligerent, I can't go in and check on my wife? You're the one that's refusing to let me go in there and check on my wife.
Because of your behavior.
Because of my behavior? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
You've explained it multiple times.
I have it on video. Would you like to come in? Why don't we step inside and I can show you the video of him assaulting me before I pushed him back? Would you like to see? You don't want to see the evidence. Let's step right here. We'll step right here. I'll stop recording and I'll show you on video. Then you need to watch the video because he touched me first. He touched me and I pushed him. So you don't want to see the proof. You have zero desire to watch the actual evidence. So you didn't. So then you should see it then.
Sir, you have been physically and verbally.
Fucking morons. My wife is in there and you're refusing to let me come in there and she's waiting for an ambulance and you refuse to let me in there. Who's your manager? Get the
I want to speak to your
fucking manager out here. This is ridiculous. Get the manager out here so I can go in there and tend to my wife who's waiting for an ambulance? You're kidding me, right? My wife is in here waiting for an ambulance and I can't come in here because one of your customers assaulted me and I pushed him away from me.
You threatened one of our staff.
I'm sorry, what? I did what now? I threatened one of the staff. What? Who did I threaten?
Sean.
And what did I say to him? How did I threaten him? I'm sorry, what?
Get out of your way, you were going to strike him.
I told him to get out of my way or I was going to strike him? The evidence, the video evidence will show that I had it on video, I assure you. Really? Really? So you're saying that
If you have the proof, why not provide it? Because it didn't happen. I'm willing to bet that the food and beverage manager, Sean, is accurate in his statement that you made threats to strike him. Because what we have seen in the videos of you that I have covered, you are an aggressive person who likes to start confrontations. Take, for example, the incident in the Columbus School District where you got into a physical altercation with staff. Then let's go to the time where you decided to brandish a taser at the employees of a Fifth Third Bank. Oh, we're not done yet. What about when you pepper sprayed an elderly man? When you threatened to fight an individual at a rehab center? And in your latest video, you threatened to fight a mentally ill person. Clearly, you have a problem controlling your emotions and handling your alcohol because you are highly aggressive at this point, which is causing you not to be able to be there with your wife while she is sick. They are trying to protect her and this out inside.
I don't have that on video, but everything else I have on video. All right. I can. So I can't. Anything of you. Okay, all right. Gotcha. But you guys have it on video, right?
Oh, yeah, we actually come
Fantastic. I hope you press charges. I'd love to see you guys in court. In the meantime, my wife is in here. I want to speak to your manager. My wife is in the hotel waiting for an ambulance. I haven't threatened anybody. I would like to speak to my wife and see her as she's waiting for an ambulance inside of your hotel. Please get a manager that I can come here and visit with my wife and comfort her while she's waiting for an ambulance.
Do you want to escort him to his room?
Are you fucking kidding me? It's my wife. Dude, grow up, parent. I'm going to see my wife who is inside here.
We will ask Sean if you are allowed to come back in.
Knock yourself out then. Call Sean right now. I'm waiting then. Call Sean. My wife is in there waiting for an ambulance. Call Sean.
Hey, you're not going to get anywhere while screaming.
At all.
Then call Sean. Fuck off. Call Sean. My wife is in here waiting for an ambulance, and you guys refuse to let me in.
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
I'm coming in. Then do what you got to do. All right. My wife is in here waiting for an ambulance. Come on. My wife is inside waiting for an ambulance. Let me in to see her. Get the fuck out of my way. My wife is inside the lobby waiting for an ambulance. Let me inside to...
Wait, so due to your own stupidity, you literally busted your ass? Wow. See, this all could have been avoided if you didn't try to force your way into the hotel that you have been banned from. Because of your own behavior, because the fact that you are intoxicated and being verbally and physically aggressive, you are no longer welcome there. They are trying to protect the staff, the guests, and your wife from you at this point.
See her. My wife is inside the lobby of the Brown Palace waiting for an ambulance. Let me in to see her. Please get a manager. My wife is in there waiting for an ambulance. I want to be with my wife. Get out of my way.
Bottom line, not going to happen.
Not gonna happen. No, not gonna happen. Not gonna.
I want to be with my wife who is waiting for an ambulance right inside here. What reason do you have? Get the fuck out of my way. And I will lower my tone as soon as I come inside and see my wife who's waiting for an ambulance. Where are the police?
They're on their way. They take fucking forever to get fucking hooligans like me. Thank you.
Yeah, second call already. Thank you.
No. Can I speak to a manager, please? How about new? I'm sorry, what about your mama? What'd you say?
Your mama.
You work for the Brown Palace and you're talking about my mama? What a piece of shit.
I don't give a fuck if I lose my job today, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck your mama, bitch, and fuck your kids, bitch. You got kids.
You are a piece of shit. I cannot believe you work at the Brown Palace. The Brown Palace. Talking about my mama, dropping the old N-bomb left and right.
Yep.
Bless your
They
heart.
keep cussing at us and threatening our employees and shit.
I'm not cussing at you.
Yeah.
I'm asking for the manager. Hello?
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
What a piece of shit. Seriously.
Yeah, it's like
What a piece of shit you are. Unbelievable. Is that how you treat customers? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure you got plenty of kids, don't you?
Oh, your mama's mouth? Yeah, bitch, I do. Oh, yeah.
There is zero chance you keeping your job after this, you little piece of shit.
Just doing the most.
Now, I want to provide some more information from the Reddit post. In the post, it states that Mike refers to Giovanni, the African American security guard, under his breath as an N-word. Seeing how Mike has been behaving and some of these questionable edits of him, wiping back in with the footage, I'm not surprised he probably edited stuff out to make that made him look bad, or in this case, made him look worse.
Unbelievable. This is crazy. I have 100,000 people that are going to see this video. Let me speak to the manager. Being crazy. I want to see my wife.
Yes, we'll do it, but no exactly not going to do it.
I want to see my wife. You're the one that's saying, you're this piece of shit talking about my mother.
Apologies for this interruption, but I do have to remove part of the video due to the fact that Mike uses the N-word with a hard ER multiple times loudly. If it's left in the video, there's a chance that the video could get age restricted or I can get a community guideline strike. And to prevent that, and for transparency, I am notifying you guys that I am removing that segment.
Talking about my mother, for God's sakes, you piece of shit. Last time you meet me, because you're going to lose your job, you piece of shit. The Brown Palace is not put up with people like you talking about the customers' mothers. I'm a VIP customer. I paid more money. No, you piece of shit. Seriously. You're a piece of shit. There goes the cops right there. "15 minutes later.
Now, I'm going to be cutting out some dead air here. Mike does insert 2 little clips of text notes saying that he was looking for the cops and that he called his wife and could hear her and tell them that to let her walk out the front door, even though we don't see that happen because it's one continuous clip. So we're jumping ahead to where he talks to the head of security.
Murder.
Deal, man.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
I came here actually tonight. I'm sorry, step down here. Would you please?
I'm aware.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name's Vaughn. I'm the director of security here.
Vaughn?
Yep.
How are you?
Doing right.
My name's Mike.
Okay. So I'm aware of the situation and I know what's going on. Your wife is very intoxicated. So we've called an ambulance for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's being looked over by staff until the ambulance gets here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think, for the record, I don't think it's necessary. And she's told me that it's not necessary.
That's our policy.
Sure.
All right. When we have a guest vomiting and
Okay.
clearly intoxicated,
Got it.
we have to call the police.
Got it.
That's our policy.
Sure.
Okay. So the problem that I have is not with that. The problem I have is with your behavior.
Which is
threatening guests, threatening staff members.
Which guest? What? Can you be more specific?
I can't. I wasn't here, but I had several people tell me that you threatened guests.
Vaughn, would you like me to be specific?
No. At this point, it doesn't matter.
So you don't care about my side of the story. Go ahead.
That's not my place right now.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
Because the cops have been called.
Sure.
So when they get here, they'll get both sides of the story.
And the customer who I assaulted, I'm assuming they're sticking around.
I didn't say assaulted.
What?
Insulted.
Insulted.
Yes.
I insulted someone.
So you threatened one of our staff members, our food and beverage manager.
And who? And what did I say? Do you know?
I don't. Again, I wasn't.
All right, got it.
Okay. But I'm just here to keep the peace.
Got it.
Okay. So what I would like to do is just make sure that everybody's okay until the cops get here, until the paramedics.
I'm not
get here.
okay. Vaughn, I'd like to be with my wife, who you're claiming is waiting for an ambulance. I don't believe you because I've spoken with her and she says she doesn't need an ambulance.
Okay.
So I'd like to see my wife.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't matter what you believe or think because you're not in the right mindset or demeanor to go back in there to help your wife. Now, if EMS shows up and she refuses to go with them, that's on her. She made the choice. However, the hotel does have a responsibility to take care of their guests. So you're not going back in there. You have been verbally aggressive, physically aggressive, tried to force your way into the building twice after being told to leave the property.
Well, I can't let you back on. I can't let you back in the hotel.
So am I being
because of your
trespassed from the Brown Palace I've been coming to for 40 years?
I mean, as of right now, I want to say no, but if you continue this way, then that's the way it's going to have to be.
Well,
Okay.
continue this way, meaning what? Having a cordial conversation?
Sir, I'm staying here, and I can hear you on the 16th floor yelling.
Because my wife was waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Who's Cupcake? Frauditor News Network. Maggie from Frauditor News Network. We call it Cupcake. It's time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. All right. Yes. Yeah, she's a huge supporter of the channel. She was actually my co-host on the Saturday Night Snafu show back in the day. We had this deal because I've met her in real life twice now. We're actually friends in real life, and it's all good, and she's good. And we have this deal where, like, we know every day at this time, 7:20 my time, she's going to be watching the show. Like, we talked about it, and she's like, she knows for a fact she'll be watching at that time every day. So every day I throw out a cupcake dance for her so that she knows, it's a tradition. Anyway, this video's almost over. It's got about 5 minutes left. I gotta take Mini Hez to school, and I gotta go to work. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I mean, who's surprised? Because ultimately, what is this video really about? What does this video really show us? That Cult News isn't just a scumbag in his videos to make a buck. Like, he actually is a scumbag. Like, the dude is a piece of crap in real life. Like, he's a slime ball. Like, that's it. Like, we didn't already realize that, right? Because how could you possibly act the way he acts in his videos and have a soul and a heart and empathy and anything good in you? You can't do that if you're a decent person deep down inside and you're just acting that way for the camera. No, this guy actually is a scumbag. And it's great because when he was talking to the dude, he's like, why do you guys treat me like a scumbag? Because you're a scumbag. That was beautiful. I love that. Yeah, Cult News Network is a piece of slime. And that's all he is, and that's all he'll ever be. Anyway, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Oh, my goodness gracious me. I got to go take care of business. Thank you for joining us again. His wife does come out of the hotel and yells at him to come with him. Yeah. Well, eventually she's going to get let out, right? I'll watch the rest of this fight. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. You're the best fans in the world. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, yeah. I'm all spit up.